mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Hey, check out my new tag team, baby, Monte and the Pharaoh.
Hey, Jimmy, don't forget to tell them about Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast.
Well, you know what, I would, but you already did it.
It's Monte and the Pharaoh.
With Monte and Pharaoh. The Monte and Pharaoh Show.
Monte and Pharaoh, bro.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
The Monte and Pharaoh Show.
And you're watching the Monte and Pharaoh Show.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
With Monte and the Pharaoh.
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 Monte and Pharaoh.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
And Monte and the Pharaoh. Oh, is it Monte and the Pharaoh?
Monte and Pharaoh.
The Monte and the Pharaoh Show.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
To the Monte and the Pharaoh Show. And it's Monte and the Pharaoh, baby.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
With Monte and the Pharaoh.
Monte and the Pharaoh. Oh, what a run.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
Hey, cut music. When you want the best in professional wrestling, Long Island, there's only one place you're going to get it, right here.
Monte and the Pharaoh. Now, that's not just the coolest, and that's not just the best. That, my friends, is just incredible.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
You've got the future Hall of Famers, that rocker, Marty Jannetty, and MJ in the house, and I'm sitting here with two more future Hall of Famers, Monte and the Pharaoh. We're doing that stuff, and we gonna rock it.
You'll probably see me again on Monte and the Pharaoh. And I think, you know what I think the fans really want?
What's
They want to see me put the Pharaoh through a table at least once.
Next show.
Straight to the top. We're living this life, not just dreaming it, we're doing it for real. Straight to the top. Working hard every day just to live a better way.
Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest, Aqua.
When you sit there next to you, I wonder how many. According to the press, this says I'm moving really sweet. How comes I am so happy? Make me move my feet. I'm rocking to the music, yes, I'm rocking to the beat. Whether in the basement or whether on the beach, we're rocking to the music cause it feels so sweet. We're rocking all day, we're rocking all night. Yes, all along the way, we're taking it straight to the top. We're living this life, not just dreaming it, we're doing it for real. Straight to the top. Working
To the right is the star of the show, Jimmy Pharaoh. Jimmy,
How you doing?
how you doing?
I don't know. I'm doing good. We got the rock and wrestling thing going on here.
Got a little
You
rock
can't
and
get any-
wrestling going on.
You know, the rock
Or
reggae.
reggae and wrestling.
Rock reggae, whatever.
It's a big moment for us, man.
It is?
We've been trying to get this show done for a long,
Yeah,
long time.
I guess it
right,
is.
Right before the COVID era, right, Andrew?
Oy.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. I'm right here. That's me.
Is that-
That's
Oh,
me.
well, it is Andrew. Ladies
You know
and
what?
gentlemen, Andrew Anderson. There you go.
I usually do the public service announcements. Wearing a mask is appropriate, and if you don't wear one, I'm gonna come to your house and punch your mother in the mouth.
All right, so let's introduce the band members of
Yeah.
Long Island's own Aqua Cherry.
Let's do that.
Lead vocals, Chad White. Chad, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, man.
Very well, thanks.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, my friend?
I am tall, dark, and Jamaican.
Tall, dark, and Jamaican.
Never would
I
have
hail
guessed.
from
Go
Jamaica,
on.
West Indies. Yes, it's true. I'm in a band called Aqua Cherry, and I'm wearing a mask because, COVID. And it's like Andrew says, do this. It's important. But for me, I'm just happy to be here. Thank you guys for having us on the show.
Stu Suchik?
We got the name right?
It's Suck It.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Suck it.
That's it.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. You got Pappin' Dick and Suck It. Right next to each other, too. This is good. This is good.
Any second now,
You're giving
DX
me
is gonna
ammo
come
for the
down
rest
through
of the
the roof.
show.
It's just
You guys are
unbelievable.
giving me ammo for the rest of the show.
This is unbelievable. And I'm afraid at this point to say anybody's name. I'm going to try again, but that's okay. Get ready to throw a stick at me, John, because we have John Saldo. Do I?
Yep.
Yeah!
It's a miracle!
I was going to ask, what do I win? I win a cheesy song. Oh, my God. So that's the band. And what's this? Wait a minute. I don't see another name here. What's going on?
Looks like I set you up again.
He set me up. No, it was your turn. You didn't set me up. You set yourself up. So who's the guy back there that you didn't put the name?
There he is.
Johnny Potts.
This is wrong.
We're actually the designated Mile 13 band for the New York City Marathon.
Yeah.
Really?
Every year for the last, is it 2 or 3? 2 years. We set up right by the, what bridge? It's on McGinnis Boulevard, I believe. Pulaski Bridge, that's it. And we set up right there and cheer in the runners. It's the halfway point, so we do a whole music show right there for the runners.
Get them motivated with music.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Keep it going.
On the couch is pro wrestling superstar Andrew Anderson. Andrew, thank you for coming down, my friend.
What's up, brothers?
Have you guys ever seen a guy that big?
What? No.
Yes.
Yes.
Only because every guy is bigger than me.
You're in two different industries, right? And you make your money off of fans coming to see you, and obviously you all have this tremendous talent. How is COVID affecting all of you guys?
It's killing us. It's killing us. We rely on it. We're attendance performers. We're gig performers. So whether it's wrestling or being a musician, you're in the same predicament, So
Have you had to rely on, obviously you have an impressive resume, since you've been denied the opportunity to perform in front of an audience and be an entertainer for pay, how are you getting by?
podcasts, interviews, internet magazines.
Oh, by the way, I caught you on a really podcast like last week, just so you know.
I bet somebody knew that was going to be said.
At least you let me talk.
Well, first of all, we're not a podcast, right? We're a broadcast.
That's
so
true.
we'll
We're a
make that
television
clear.
show, first of all.
Burn out the hypocrites, no borrowed liars. Just watch your back because behind it they'll conspire. If you're not careful, them will fling you in a fire. Yo, yes, a long time me see them offer everything. Me give them a plot and a track and a watch. Them a brief on the end like say me and them a friend, but a plan them a make for a track. You know the brain machinate and a scheme and a wait and a date and a time for attack. And a matter of the pray they can't cause delay. I and I just a teeth for adapt. Yo, the thing when burn them most is how them creeping, crawling close. I try to go on like them stuff what they growth. Deep inside them one with float face down. Cause they want to find I ground. When we get them, I'm let have a shot. I know them ladies get good talk. Big up my real friends, yard and abroad. Big up Colombia, China, Deutschland, Tokyo and New York. No matter how we stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. Listen, big up my China, Deutschland, Tokyo, and New York. No matter how it stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. Yeah. Burn out the hypocrites, not par with liars. Just watch your back because behind it they'll conspire. If you're not careful, then we'll fling you in a fire. Fire, 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 yo. Hey, them a praise for your tricks, so them drop it on a brick on your head, make it bust to the split. I'ma tell if you stop and they just walk quick, cap a shot, I got fire from the clip. When them start to feel pain on the wet block, rain rock them man like music. Them shoulda never mess with the one we said them come legit, because the thing when burn them was creeping, crawling close. Driving one like them support. Deep inside them one with the PS down. They want to find my crown. When we get you, I'ma let off a shot. Blow! I know the lineage will go down. Listen, big up my real friends, yard and abroad. Big up Colombia, China, Deutschland, Tokyo, and New York. No matter how we stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. Listen, big up my real friends, yard and abroad. Big up Colombia, China, Tokyo, and New York. No matter how it stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. Yeah. Yo, I serve you notice now. You cannot harm me again. Your female dog traits can't stop real dog from walking. Yo, big up my real friends, yeah, and abroad. Big up Colombia, China, Tokyo, and New York. No matter how it stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. Listen, big up my real friends, yeah, and abroad. Big up Colombia, China, Tokyo, and New York. No matter how it stretch, the distance how we shot. With arms extended, we help each other walk. 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 With arms extended, we help each other walk.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
Real friends.
Oh, my God.
Guys, I gotta ask. Aqua Cherry is clearly about unity and social consciousness, obviously. Would you guys mind speaking about your feelings on the Black Lives Matter movement? Because there's nothing more at the forefront right now in consciousness and news than there is that right now. Any thoughts?
I'm going to let some of the white people in this band talk about it.
Very nice.
I'm probably the worst white person to talk about this because I've never grew up in a white neighborhood, so I wouldn't really know that.
Okay.
I grew up in Amityville, New York. It's a very multiracial town and cultures from all over. Although kind of segregated through north and south, which is unfortunate, we do only have one school system, which means that everybody in Amityville goes to one school district. The school district happens to be predominantly black, so I'd say 90%. So I went to a school that was basically centered around a lot of black culture, Jamaican and Haitian to be exact. So I kind of grew up learning all that music. It kind of shaped me into the musician and into the band I am in today. And if it wasn't for those kind of cultures and that kind of upbringing, I wouldn't have the knowledge I have today of those cultures and that upbringing. So my advice to people of other cultures is to just get to know other cultures.
Mr. Anderson, you want to weigh in?
Why can't we all just get the hell along, man? That's what I say.
Agreed.
You know what? We're all human beings, and right here we're all Americans, you know? So that's one thing, you know? I mean, that's what I got to say. And the most important thing that I say is, in November, get out and vote.
Absolutely. I'm black, you know.
Whoa.
Dude, I matter. Come on. me saying my life mattered does not mean that Rob's life doesn't matter. Any other people
Right.
here.
Why do you think it's taken that way? by some?
Because all right, so cognitive dissonance is a very true thing. It happens. It's happened to me personally. It happens to every human being that is alive. If you don't want to see something, you will not see it. If you are not open to something, you will not see it. So what I'm suggesting to the masses out here is stop listening to so much of your media telling you how to think.
Oh, yeah.
And think about just how you experience. You go out and you see someone do nice for someone else. It doesn't matter how they look, what they're doing. You see something nice, and like 2 kids are playing. Doesn't matter what color they are. It's beautiful. You smile. Your heart smiles. It feels good, right? So embody the child that doesn't see hate, see any differences, any categories, religion, color, skin, any of that. Be a human being and treat others as well as you want to be treated. If you see someone not being treated right, think about it. Think about it. Black people don't want to be rise above and be the one to take over. And I feel like that's a lot of the fear. And it's understandably so, because someone always wants to rule, right? And they're always telling you that someone wants to rule. But real talk, black people just want to be left the hell alone. Just stop trying to hold a dude down. Because I'm just like, I have a son that is half white, and I don't want to teach him to hate his mom.
There you go.
I don't want to teach him to hate anyone. He's supposed to be able to grow up and be a human being and experience life. And I understand the history of how this whole world was taught to not like some people at this moment, then love them the next, and so forth. And it's going to change for black people, and we're going to hate someone else. How about we try to stop all of that?
Right.
And just be the utopian society that we can be. I mean, it sounds naive, but it isn't.
There's a lot of musicians in the room. Andrew, of course, yourself, you're a musician too. Most people don't even realize this, but Andrew's a hell of a rocker.
I'm not a musician, by the way. Okay.
But
No. You played the flute a few times.
Leave the skin flute out of this. That's not even amplified. What are you talking about?
Okay,
This is guys, there's a lot of musicians in the room. Do you feel that Woodstock was almost as close as we ever came as a society to actually getting it? And what do you think went wrong?
Bring it back.
Because it seemed pretty close. It seemed like a lot of people were trying to get together on the same page, and something went awry in the 70s. Do you think it can really happen again?
The people with the power want to divide us. That's how they rule us. And that's
Nice.
how they control us.
It's the media. I think it's media. I think a lot of it's media.
I haven't watched TV in months.
It's everything
insane.
except the actual people.
I had more peace in my life during this COVID-19 pandemic when I stopped watching CNN. I stopped watching Fox. I stopped watching everything. And you know what I started watching?
This Is Us?
Reruns of Star Trek, man. Everybody was happy in there.
There
it
we
was
go.
multiracial, man.
And what's the lesson learned in Star Trek?
Peace,
exactly what
love,
we're trying
and
to
everything.
we're trying to get done here.
It was harmony.
Beam me up, Scott.
Come on, man.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monte and the Pharaoh, seen every Thursday, produced out of Indie Music TV in Ronkonkoma, New York. And here's Aqua Cherry.
Yeah, I was a little youth. I tried to learn this truth. This thing they so-called book, saying life's a mystery. Where do we go from there? I tried to find my way, walk a path so straight, create my legacy. Out of nowhere, here she is. She's here to make my day. Yeah. I call her endless love. She's everything. Yeah. Call her endless love. She's everything. Yeah. I call her endless love. She's everything. Call her endless love. She's everything. Yeah. It's done quite like her, the way she bubbles, the way she stirs. Yes, she's hot like fire, and she don't even care. Sweet love just keeps on pouring out of her. She She brings the nice one vibes of summer. Whether night or day, she lights up my way. She's not a lunatic, so it's not just a fix. Long time me a look at girl, so hear when I say I'm gonna make you my lady. Yeah. I call her reckless love, she's everything. Yeah. Call her reckless love, she's everything. Yeah. I call her reckless love, she's everything. I call her reckless love, she's everything. Yeah. Is this love that I'm feeling? Oh, baby, what's the meaning? The cold I feel with me are a flood. You come around, you keep me warm, and then you leave me alone. You make me feel the heat, then you're gone. I don't want to wait in vain for your love. So come here, girl, make me rub my dub. A long time me I look here, girl, hear when I say I'm gonna make you my lady. I call her reckless love, she's everything. Yeah. Call her reckless love, she's everything. Yeah. I call her reckless love, she's everything. Yeah. I call her reckless love, she's everything. Yeah. That tune is called Some of Love. It's a title track to our album. Available online everywhere.
I love that
Love,
song.
Andrew. Don't let me down. I'm not gonna. You're good.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Nobody's ever loved me like you do. Like you do. Oh, like you do. And if somebody loves me like you do, like you do, oh, like you do.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
'Cause I'm in love for the first time. You know it's gonna last.
Love like this forever. It's a love that has no past. Ha! Don't let me down.
Don't let me down, no.
Don't let me down.
No.
Don't let me down.
Don't let me down, no.
Don't let me down.
John Lennon and Paul McCartney.
Wow, unbelievable.
Oh my God.
You'll probably see me again on Monte and the Pharaoh. And I think, you know what I think the fans really want?
What's
They
that?
want to see me put the Pharaoh through a table at least once.
Next show.
What the frick?
I gotta get the tablecloth off the table though.
You're gonna have to peel me off the table too.
That would be
You
awesome.
should get a ring as soon as this thing breaks. Have a wrestling show and a rock show.
I'm
and a
not
reggae
going
show.
throll the table at intermission.
No, you'll go through
I'm
the table.
not-
You'll go in the studio.
Oh,
right
during
here.
the
in
performance?
the studio, yeah. No mattresses and nothing for you, pal.
I can only perform this trick once, but I'm going to use this because you let me have it.
Oh
so.
yeah, by the way, that's the
Good
golden
luck to you.
spike.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I think
That was actually embedded in a lot of people's
Yeah,
foreheads.
wrecked them. Damn near killed them.
This has been Mike Monte.
This is the Pharaoh. Keep rocking and rolling, and we'll see you Saturday with Virgil. Later.